Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks. And a good while back I made a video, and this is 3D engraving, and this is a really good one to practice on a laser engraver. It'll really look cool. But somebody's having a little bit of trouble with the placement and how I drew it. So I'm just going to kind of draw one from scratch. I'm going to take an ellipse, doesn't matter what size. I'm going to hit P. I am going to make a duplicate of that guy, and I'm going to take the center, holding down the control button until it snaps. Because basically all I want to use that for is a guide. I'm going to bring in my guidelines, and I'm going to have it snap to that edge. I've got my guidelines turned off. Let me get rid of these old guidelines. And I want it snapped to that. So if you get really close to the edge, it should go to the intersection. Get another one and put it right there. We're just using these for a guide to put our next circle there. Hit the plus key on the keyboard and make another circle. And then you have this shape, and you're going to fill it in with the Smart Fill tool. And you don't need the rest of this anymore. I'm going to turn off my guidelines. I'm going to hit P and put it at the center of the page. I am going to left click, right click in a light gray, make sure it's something more than a hairline, and then go to effects and contour. And if you contour to the center at 0.001 in black, that's what you get. Now, it's 5.8 by 3 but you can't lock the ratio or anything, and you need to do this anyway, so we're going to go to bitmap, convert it to a bitmap. And because it's a grayscale bit or drawing, basically, you want to hit OK. And now when you see it, now you've got your lock ratio locked. So we can keep our lock ratio, and we're going to make it just, for instance, 5 inches. We're going to set our nudge factors on 5 inches. We're going to Control D and make a duplicate, and we're just going to do like 5 of them. Let me turn that off. Let me put them out in the center of the screen. Then at this time, I'd go ahead and group them, so I'm going to Control G. But then I'm going to change my ratio to 2.5, which would be half the distance. I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate, and I'm going to nudge them. Okay, what happened there was I hit Control D. This is a group, so I'm going to Control D to make a duplicate of them all. And then my nudge factor is 2.5. I'm going to nudge them over. That in itself is pretty cool. But if you look, our item is 2.893. Well, you can get out a calculator, or you can actually, so I just need to remember 2.893. 2.893 divided by 2. And there's our new nudge. And then we can take this nudge and nudge it down. And it's perfectly in place. Now, we could double that, but we could just Control D and then hit the down arrow key twice. And then when you've done that, you can just Control D and make as many as you want. This is a really cool pattern. And if you're going to try this, I've got a video on this particular thing. For some reason, well, not for some reason, I know why it does it. The laser, even though we didn't pick a white, this is going to be a real sharp point, and it's going to kind of look funny. And I've done a video exactly on this. And if we make the boundary is going to be square because it's bitmap. I should have really made a boundary first. Maybe I'll make a second video on how to engrave this, and where it really makes it kind of tones out this white, but I'm going to have to do a little manipulation to my file to get it to do that. Anyway, I hope that helped that person a little bit. Thank you for watching.